Hey Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's in store for your November 2024 money and career life? I'm going to discuss the astrology and dive in with the tarot to find out, so keep watching. So Taurus, welcome to the channel, or welcome back. Awesome to see you here. So Taurus, I apologize that this reading is getting out to you a little later than normal, but my dad passed away in the middle of October and I just needed a little time to rest and regroup, but now I am back, so we are up to speed with our usual video production. So first we're going to discuss your money life, and then we will pull some cards for your career as well. So money news, Venus will be in Sagittarius until November 11th, which is your 8th house of transformation, Taurus. So, and it's also the house of other people's money. So you could be on the receiving end of other people's money, resources, gifts, and goodies. You could be dealing with mortgages, inheritances, refinancings, credit, and debt. Mercury is also entering Sagittarius, this 8th house for you, as of November 2nd. He will go retrograde on the 26th and be retrograde into the month of December. So certain issues of this 8th house may also be in play next month as well, perhaps with reviewing and regrouping on things to do with paperwork and debt and renegotiation of certain monetary deals or things like that that involve other people. But we will, of course, discuss that in next month's video as well. But this month, really make use of the first 2 weeks, Venus and Mercury in that 8th house to especially like renegotiate or negotiate favorable terms for you when it comes to those areas that I just mentioned involving other people and their resources. The super big news for you is that on November 19th, Pluto, which has been in Capricorn, your 9th house since 2008, will finally and for good for the next 250 or so years go into Aquarius, your 10th house of career. So the next 15, 20 years, you're going to see major transformations in what you're doing for a living, for your career, for your calling in this world. Now, Uranus, which has been transiting through your sign, has already had you revolutionize your sense of identity. So particularly in regards to your career, because of Uranus, you should in quotes, you should be ready to take on an up level into new challenges for your career. You know, Pluto isn't all doom and gloom. Pluto is also a planet of extreme power. And you could be stepping into a 20-year, very powerful period of mastery, of more money, of recognition in your career zone. All right, let's see what's going on with your money life, Taurus, for the month of November 2024. Let's ask the tarot what you need to know about your monies. Let us see. Taurus. All right, let's see what we have. We have a 5 of Swords. We have a 9 of Wands. In your heart is the Chariot. We have the Moon. Your full moon is coming up this month, November 15th. And we have the 8 of Cups. And that's that 8th house energy we were talking about too. I think that you have extraordinary power. Remember, we're asking about your money. And the 8th house is very much involved for you this month. And Venus is in that 8th house till November 11th. Your full moon's the 15th. So this might be around the 9th of the month, but it could also be the 10th or 11th, where I feel, or even the 8th with this over here, where I feel you're going to be victorious. You're going to get some news at your full moon. Here's your full moon. Here's you. You have a chariot in your heart, which is victory and success, but also on your terms. You're going to, I think, win a negotiation, win a battle with whomever you've been fighting when it comes to financial situations. And I use fight in quotes. You know, I mean, whoever you've been having legal disagreements with, arguments over with, that have been very tiring, 9 of Wands, that you've been hanging in there trying to make a resolution. You know, this can be, you got to apply the energies to your life. This can be as simple as an overcharge you got on some sort of bill that you pay. And they overcharged you, and you, for the last 5 to 9 months, have been arguing with them to take it off your credit report or take it off your credit card or, you know, pay you back. It's like that type of thing. I think, and that's a very simple, basic example, but it can even be something a little more, you know, dramatic, so to speak. But the news is coming. And I like the Pisces energy here. Saturn is also going direct in Pisces in your 11th house of personal gains. It's another money energy, really, and also hopes and wishes and dreams. But you'll be able to wave goodbye to whatever this issue has been involving other people's money. 8th house is also insurance. So this could be a classic thing. If 9 of Wands could be something maybe you know, physical, like a hospital bill, a doctor bill, you know, something like that, where again, you've been fighting them, like, why did you bill me for this? Or getting your insurance company to pay for something. It can be something like that that's going on as well. But you wouldn't have the Chariot in your heart if things were not going your way. So, but please remember, this is just a general reading here on YouTube. You know, you're here to make your own decisions, but these energies look very favorable for you conquering, even when we just look at it basically, you know, conquering some sort of money situation that's been dragging on and finally being able to release yourself from it. This could also be paying off a debt. 8th house is debt as well. So maybe you're making the final car payment, since we have the Chariot in your heart, on your vehicle. Hallelujah. Okay. And you're like, thank God I don't have to pay that anymore. Could be some other debt too. So Moon card can often be revolving credit. It can be, you know, things that just aren't going away. You've been paying every month, but it's not going away. You're making a very concerted effort. You're winning the battle of paying something off. That's also a very strong possibility here. So let's see what else you need to know, Taurus, for your month ahead. This is a nice oracle deck that kind of, sometimes the cards are more career oriented. Sometimes they're more money oriented. So we'll just see what we get. And then we'll pull some tarots for your career. Okay, so let's do this one for the Taurus peoples. Taurus. I like one to stick in my hand. That's how we know it's the one for you. Ooh, discern. Screening your options. Ooh, I like that. Important choices, pros, cons, dig for gold, only the best. Yes. You are a sign that really does know luxury, that you know what's quality stuff. You have very good powers of discernment, of money for value, you know, like what is valuable. You're very good with antiques and investments. Very, very good. Knowing, you know, what is worth some money. So let's see what we need to know about this. So it seems like you're going to have some options. You're going to have some important choices to be making about your career, maybe about your money, but I feel like this is probably more career. So let's see what the energies have to say for your career. So yeah, if it's not worth it, don't invest your time, money, and energy into it. Really discern. And it's okay to hold out for quality also. You know, that really is the thing. I think, you know, especially in America, in our, you know, ultra consumer society, we have been conditioned into believing that more is better. And that's not really the case. Its quality is better. Personally, I'd rather have one good thing, like one really good pair of shoes or something, than have 4 pairs that are just kind of and fall apart after 6 months. So it's like that type of thing also. You could be making a decision about what to buy yourself this month and err on the side of quality and not quantity, and save up your money for the thing of value and luxury that you really want. I have a pair of Italian boots that I got when I was in New York many moons ago. The boots are almost 30 years old, and they are still I mean, they don't look like the day they were taken out of the store, but they have lasted this long, and they are still comfortable to wear, and they are amazing. And they were not cheap, but they've lasted all this time. So it's like that type of thing. Italian leather, I mean, it's amazing. To any type of Italian shoes or boots. You know, it's the one pair I have. But they lasted me all these many years. And I still wear them. I love them. All right, let's see what we have. Enough about my foot fetish over here. Venus and Pisces, we like our shoes. Actually, I like boots. It's not really shoes. I like boots. All right, Taurus. What do we have? All right, we have a Four of Swords. And we have a Knight of Wands. The Lovers. Choices in your heart. Discern. See? The Moon again. In the same position. The 5th card. And the High Priestess. Also another moon energy. Okay. All right. You got to know your own motivations and your own heart here. This is really the thing. Again, I think something's coming to a head at your personal full moon. Don't keep a secret from yourself with the High Priestess. Like, don't try to talk yourself into something. If you can't be honest with yourself, who can you be honest with? Honestly. So that's what I'm feeling about this High Priestess here a little bit. Also, you're going to intuitively sense that which is to come at this full moon. So again, important choices, pros and cons. I just feel like don't kid yourself, and also do your research to help you make this choice. Your research in private. This is a decision that you need to make for yourself. You don't need to be asking the opinion of a bunch of other people. This is your own counsel type energy, High Priestess here. And also making it from a place, this decision about your career this month, from a place of intuitive knowing and not from a place of doubts or fears. That can be moon energy also. But the choice is in your heart. And it's interesting, it's the Gemini energy, because Gemini does rule your 2nd house of money and values. So, you know, only you can discern, as that card was saying, and make this choice for yourself. But I think there's something you thought was over and done with. You kind of maybe, I don't think you forgot about it, but Four of Swords, you just kind of let it go from your mind. You were kind of like, all right, whatever. You know, this is like, you know, yes, it's sleeping and whatever, but it's like, what am I trying to say here? It's getting late. I've done a lot of these readings today. It's kind of like, you were like, all right, maybe you need to sleep on a decision. That's another possibility. And I'm not make the decision right away. But I feel it was more like you put it out of your mind. And it just wasn't even entering your head. You were at a feeling of peace about it. You were like, okay, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. If it's not, it's not. Like, it wasn't even, you weren't even considering it. But something came up last maybe 4 weeks, 4 months. Like, something was a goal you had, or a wish, a dream, a position you wanted, a job you wanted, like something. But then it didn't materialize. And you're like, all right, whatever. You didn't lose sleep over it. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. But now it's coming back around. Something is coming back around, because notice this Knight of Wands is pointed to this. So whatever's coming in for you with your career this month has a connection to whatever this is over here for you, this Four of Swords. So, you know, you have to discern whether it is right for you. That's this, only the best. You know, maybe depending again on your personal situation, it could be too little too late. Maybe they came back with an offer, it took them too long. And now you're over it, this Four of Swords. You know, like maybe you had the passion and the energy for it 4 months ago, but now you're kind of like, I couldn't be bothered. I want to do something else. Or it could be, oh, all right, now I got to kind of get my energy back in the groove of whatever this is going to be for me, this new opportunity coming in. Am I ready to move fast on something? Maybe you're not, you know, I mean, it just depends, right? It's not always that we have to move fast on something or that we want to. You can choose. This is the key. It's the choice that you have to make here. So I think this is very interesting, but this full moon that's coming to a head in your sign, and Saturn going direct the same day, a few hours after the full moon, we have to be very aware of the commitments we're making this month, because they could be, not to be over dramatic, but they could be long lasting in our lives. They could be going on. I mean, I'm not saying forever, but it's Saturn. So it could be going on for the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years even. Got the 6 in your heart. Okay, 2 to 6 years. You could be dealing with whatever you're deciding on and sticking with it for that long. So decide carefully and not under pressure, this Knight of Wands. So very interesting energies going on here for you. So Taurus, leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on for you with these particular energies. I would love to hear on how you plan on using them to help you navigate the energies for the month of November. And if you found the content valuable and you want to hit that thumbs up or share the video with fellow terrific Tauruses who could benefit from its messages, if you do so, that really helps out my channel with the YouTube algorithm, and they push the video out to more people. And I would be very grateful if you decide to do that. Any case, yeah, big changes are ahead for you, especially career-wise. It's not that everything happens the moment Pluto goes into another sign, but when a planet does go into stations direct or retrograde, or especially when it goes into the next sign, especially an outer planet like Pluto, things can happen within that time frame. So there could be a powerful change for you with your career toward the end of this month and into the next month, the first couple of months of 2025. And again, use the powers of discernment this month that you're really diving deep within yourself, the High Priestess, to know exactly what you want and that you do deserve the best, and don't settle for second best either. Apply the energies to your life. I mean, we all got to eat. So, I mean, if you need a job and you get an offer, you got to pay your rent, you got to eat. So, but make sure too, I had somebody once tell me, a very savvy New York businessman who I worked for, he said, always get the money up front. So if you're negotiating some sort of deal, a new job or whatever you're doing, don't rely on promises. Get that money up front in your starting salary or your starting package or whatever it is as best you can. Okay? Because you are worth it, Taurus. You are very much worth it. All right? Very good piece of advice. Don't wait on promises of, oh yeah, we'll give you a raise in 3 months. No, give me the money now that I deserve, that I'm working for at this job. Okay? So Taurus, interesting, exciting things are brewing for you this month and your personal full moon. So it's going to be a pivotal month for you. Let's see what arises. All right. Love you guys. Take care. I'll see you again soon. Stella Wilde signing out. And we will, of course, have a full moon video for you. So keep an eye on the channel for that.